Spitch is the ultimate fantasy football manager game. To celebrate Boxing Day this year, Spitch are hosting a huge raffle with 50 prizes including AirPods, Beats, Netflix vouchers, signed football merchandise and lots more. You can play entirely for free with a new team and competition every week. The game is conducted in classic fantasy football style, choosing your team from the allocated budget and scoring points based on things such as goals, assists and clean sheets. You must be 18 years or over to enter, and it's available to UK residents, and the link is in the description to download the app. And as I said, don't miss out this week, Boxing Day, kicking off with a massive giveaway, all those prizes that I mentioned there, Beats, Netflix vouchers, AirPods, 50 prizes, and you can play entirely for free. The link to download Spitch is in the description of the video, and good luck to everyone that plays. Good news for you, James. From the last one, there was only 4 games that were played, but you scored 3 points and I only scored 1, which means there's only 2 points between us now. I'm only 2 little points ahead of you.
They call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things. It's going to be a great story and the ultimate comeback when I take the lead in this race and go ahead and win it.
It's gonna be like Hamilton Verstappen, mate. We're going to be going right to the last day of the season, I think. With this
I'm looking on wrapping it up around February.
West Ham, Southampton. West Ham, look, they've got to get back to winning ways, and Southampton under Ralph Hasenhüttl, it can be a bit of a mixed bag with them. It's at the London City Stadium or whatever it's called now. So what are you taking on this for West Ham or Southampton?
2-1 West Ham. 2-1 West Ham because I feel like their quality will outshine Southampton's. But bear in mind, they've both got explosive strikers in Che Adams and Antonio. Antonio's kind of hit a bit of a block in form, but still I think it'll be enough. And I think David Moyes is the better manager out of the two. So I feel if I had to go with the team that's most likely to win, I'd go with West Ham. So West Ham 2, Southampton 1.
I'll agree with you on the result. I think West Ham will win this one. I'm going to go 2-0 just to be a little bit different. So I'll go with a 2-0. But yeah, I think, like you said, David Moyes will want to get the lads back to winning ways. They're at home. And yeah, I think they'll just get the job done. A little bit of extra quality. Next game up is interesting. Bit of a London derby. Team we played recently. Spurs at home against Crystal Palace. Difficult one, this.
That is difficult. I feel like Conte has now got more of a system at Spurs when he uses his best team. They've had a couple of weeks off. Now they're back. Let's see if Spurs can build that momentum, and I think they'll continue to build that momentum because a point against Liverpool is always good. I thought if any team deserved to win, it was them. So I'm going to go with Spurs again, and I feel like Crystal Palace, they've kind of gone this way. Spurs have gone that way. If it was a few months ago, I might give a different result, but I'm going to say Spurs 2, Crystal Palace 0.
Yeah, I agree with you on the result again. I was pleasantly surprised by how attack-minded Spurs were against us. I did not expect them.
They knew the blueprints. They knew to just get the ball into the hard area and catch us on the counter. They done that very well.
Yeah, they did. And they do have some good pace in their team as well. Crystal Palace, I agree with you. It's been a little bit up and down. I've been impressed with the work rate of Jordan Ayew and how hard he's been working for them, but I think ultimately they just probably lack a little bit of quality. I'm
very young squad.
Yeah, and again, they're doing okay under Patrick Vieira. I think he's done a good job since he's gone in there. If it was at Selhurst Park, I'd probably be a bit more leaning to a draw, but I agree with you. I think Spurs will win it. What did you go for, 2-0, was it?
2-0.
I will go 3-1. I'll go 3-1 to Spurs.
Okay.
Next one up, probably an easy one for us to pick, but it's Norwich at Carrow Road at home against currently 4th place Mikel Arteta's Arsenal.
I think that goes Arsenal's way all day. We were even having a conversation off stream where someone called you out for not giving Arsenal enough respect. I feel like this is just a game, respect or not, that they should win, even though they've been in sound form. Like, these are the games that Arsenal have been winning this season, which is huge because it's going to leave them in the conversation for the top 4 race. It won't put them in the title race because that's where you need to beat the bigger sides, but these are the games that they've been winning, so I don't know why they won't win this one. Dean Smith has done well with Norwich, by all means, for sure, but I feel like Arsenal have found something there with Saka, Smith-Rowe, Odegaard, Martinelli, like a real core of good young players, man, that they should invest into, opposed to the Aubameyangs who's been dropping fucking 5s and Lacazette who's just been in and out, kind of inconsistent, putting in the odd good performance, but he's not a numbers striker, so I'm going to go with Arsenal 3, Norwich 0.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. Dean Smith has done a good job at Norwich, but they ultimately just lack enough quality. And
Yeah.
Arsenal's youngsters have been very impressive. And I've liked that person was right to call me out actually because I was underestimating Arsenal. I wasn't giving them enough credit. And when you see what he has done with Saka, with Smith Rowe, with Martinelli, and not being afraid to make the big decisions with Aubameyang and stuff like that, he has belief in that Arsenal team. So I agree with you. I think Arsenal win this game. Score wise. 2-0. I'll go with a 2-0 win for Arsenal, but yeah, I think they do get it done. I've been impressed with them lately, actually. Arsenal, they certainly look like they're in a good place, and again, turning to youth, no harm in it, and they're certainly not letting their manager down. We've seen Smith Rowe come off the bench, I think, for 2 late goals recently as well. So yeah, fair play. Next one up, I mean, on the face of it, might be a little bit tricky. Manchester City at the Etihad against Brendan Rodgers' Leicester City.
You do have to go with Man City with the form that they've been in, but are they due a drop? Are they due a game where they drop points? Whether it's a loss or a draw, are they due a game where they drop points? That's the real question you've got to sometimes ask, because even though that they are capable of getting 15-game win streaks, 20-game win streaks, Leicester, they found a little bit of form in terms of scoring goals recently. So they need to make sure they have all the players fit, though, don't they? And they don't. They have no centre-back. So I feel like it'd be rude of me not to go with Man City. I'll kick myself for not going for a risk, because risks is what gets you the rewards. But I can't go against Manchester City, man. I'm going to say them 3, Leicester City 1.
Yeah, it's difficult to look past Manchester City. They've been absolutely phenomenal lately. I mean, from Cancelo to Bernardo Silva to being
I bet you were playing. I would go with Leicester City there.
Look, you're right. Leicester, they have a League Cup quarterfinal against us on Wednesday, and they are decimated with injuries and with COVID and stuff. So I can't see anything past the Man City win. Just like you, just trying to figure out what score.
Could be a big one with the fact they've got no centre backs.
I got 4-1 to Manchester City because they have been, look, I hate to admit it, but they have just been really, really good lately. And they've got the killer instinct as well. So, yeah, let's go with that one. Next one up, again, Burnley, Sean Dyche at home against Rafa Benitez Everton. James, so what are you saying on this?
I feel like it's got a draw written all over it. I just don't know how Everton win, and I don't know how Burnley win. The 2 best players in the game will probably be Pickford and Pope. There'll be big chances, but really, Burnley have a good track record against Everton, not to mention. So if I was going to lean to anyone winning, I'd probably go with Burnley. I just really don't rate either side. So I'm just going to say 0-0. Feel like it's got that written all over it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not really rating either team, to be fair. I don't know if Richarlison's still out for Everton, but certainly having no...
Yeah, I believe he's going to be out for a while, Richarlison.
Yeah, no Calvert-Lewin for them has been huge. You know what? I will go 2-0 Everton. It is a difficult one. You're right. It does kind of scream 0-0, but I think Rafa will find a way to get a result. I was pleasantly surprised that they got that draw at Chelsea. Young Branthwaite scoring that late goal as well. So, yeah, look, this is my wild card one. So I'm going to go 2-0 to Everton. Next one up, I mean, the big games don't stop coming for Steven Gerrard and Aston Villa. As impressive as they've been, they now welcome Thomas Tuchel, the European champions, and Chelsea, who are also decimated at the minute with COVID and being unable to pick their preferred starting 11. So at Villa Park, Villa against Chelsea, what are you thinking?
Oof. That's a good game. That's a very good game. Aston Villa's last game got called off, of course. They've been in great form now. Chelsea haven't been in great form. They've dropped a lot of points recently, getting a lot of draws. I think a draw for Aston Villa would be brilliant. Oh, this is a tough one, because Chelsea are going to play the better football. Best believe Chelsea are going to have the possession in the game. But if they concede 2 or 3 chances like they have been, Aston Villa usually tend to capitalise on those chances. It'd be ludicrous of me not to go with Aston Villa with how good Stevie's been, I think. But I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to go with 2-2. 2-2.
Ooh, interesting. I think
Chelsea have been leaking a few, man.
They have. And Villa, Steven Gerrard will set them up to be difficult to break down. I just think it has to click for Chelsea one week. You know, they haven't really been playing too bad. They just haven't been getting the job
ball in
done
the back
and
of the net.
seeing games out. So with that, I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea in this one.
Okay.
Although I don't know, heaven forbid, what team they're going to be able to put out, but we'll go 2-1 Chelsea. Brighton Brentford next up at the Amex. You know, again, Brighton have been kind of flattering to deceive at times. Started off the season well. You know, they were at 1 point up in the Champions League places, if my memory's not mistaken. Up against the Brentford team under Thomas Frank, have been a little bit up and down. It's going to be a decent watch, I think. Well, you know, if you get to go to this game, I think you won't be disappointed. But I don't know. I'm glad you're going first on this one because...
Yeah, that's a tough
I'm
one.
on the fence.
That's a tough one. Brighton haven't been in great form. Brentford are always up and down. It really depends on if the likes of Ivan Toney is fully available and Buemo. That's where I give Brentford a shot in this game. Otherwise, you know, kind of what you said for Chelsea, just in a completely different way. I think Brighton needs a win sometime soon, and I can see them winning this game. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and go 1-0 to Brighton.
I think, Brighton have struggled to score. That's the only real thing for them. They haven't been playing badly. They just haven't really had anyone to put the ball in the net. I go 1-1 with this one. I think I'll go with a 1-1 draw. The last game of this round of fixtures, mate, is at St. James's Park. It is on the Monday. It is Newcastle against Manchester United. And Newcastle, they can't buy a win at the minute, James. I mean, nothing's going their way at the minute. And
Man United haven't been playing well either. Do you know, like Man United still haven't found that click. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Newcastle, they just can't get the results. Even when Man United still had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they thumped Newcastle 4-1. So both teams have got different managers now compared to when they last played. That being said, I don't really see the result changing all too much. I'm going to say 3-1 to Manchester United. I think their quality, big players, still just be way too much and suffocate Newcastle.
Yeah, I agree with you. I can't see until they get to act in the January window. I think they're going to be in all kinds of trouble. They can't keep relying on San Maximan. I've been interested actually. I'm interested to see the situation with Wilson, Callum Wilson there. At the minute as well. I don't know if he's been injured, but he's been benched, and they've been going with Joelinton, which is interesting. I think, I agree. I think Manchester United win. I'm going to go 2-0. 2-0 to Manchester United. So, Mr. Redmond, that's every game we've got covered in this round. How many of them go ahead, mate? I don't know, but we'll wait for the best.
Let's hope for the best.
Well, the best will be that I'm still winning after this round of fixtures.
Will it? Yeah. Well, and even if you are, that's fine. That only still sets up my trap. Keep it going, Craig. Do you know what I mean? Let them think they are ahead.
There you go. Look, ladies and gentlemen, let us know your thoughts on all the fixtures in the comment section below. And as always, appreciate your feedback. And thank you to Mr. James Redmond for coming on again. Thank you to you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.